Hey fellow investors, this is Alex and Ratev from the Go Coaching Club, and in this video we want to share with you guys what I call a big idea. I remember hearing this idea first about maybe 15, 20 years ago, and I just thought it was a really, really big, eye-opening idea. And this is this. If I were to ask you how many different ways can you actually make more money in your real estate business, you'd probably say, 10, 20, some folks get really creative, may say 50 or so. When in reality, it really only boils down to three major ideas, and it goes kind of the following, okay? You can make more money in real estate by doing more deals. You can make more money in your real estate business by doing more profitable deals, that is, make more profit per deal. Or you can actually get the same customers to buy more frequently from you. And in this video, I want to kind of explain to you what are the benefits or advantages and disadvantages of each one of those things. Ideally, you do all three, but it turns out most of the time you only have to do two of those big ideas. So Ratev, most investors we talk to, right? I mean, what do they keep asking? It's like, okay, well, can we do more deals per month, right? But what are some potential disadvantages of doing more deals a month? I mean, what are some things that could lead to?
Well, one of the biggest things that's very important to me is you're not going to have any life. To me, family life and the extra time that you need for your travel, for your vacations, and also the activities that you're going to have with your wife and kids or your spouse and kids is very important to me. That if you do lots of deals, you may not have all of that anymore. So that's one thing. Second, doing all that much work, that many deals or too many deals a month is going to require you to do a whole lot of other things, not just the deal itself, all the paperwork that's involved, the marketing that's involved, everything that comes along with finding a good deal. You really you're going to spend more time. So and this is one of the things that most people don't get. You really don't have to do a whole lot of deals to make good money.
Right.
If you, like you said earlier, the other way is to do a good number of deals, but do profitable deals. So you do good marketing, you do a little more marketing, but cherry pick and find the deals that makes you, instead of $10,000, $20,000
or more.
Yeah.
Right.
And so you just focus on those kind of deals and just buy those kind of properties only, and then you make more money. And with half of the stress, you make twice the amount of the money.
Right. So, for example, let's take something specific here. Let's just say that you're doing a deal and you're actually responsible for the holding cost. And let's just say that you made $15,000, but there was actually, let's just say, $4,000 holding cost. So what you actually bring back is $11,000. Now, one of our approaches, if you've been watching this for a while, you know that we like using the idea of using options. With options, if we were to make $15,000, we would actually net $15,000 because there's a holding cost. So that's a good example of it. Another thing is, for example, if you were going to make really huge checks, you might want to consider focusing on short sales. Now, short sales, very time-consuming, and there's a lot of challenges that go with them. However, the checks that come out are huge because when you're dealing with a bank and you can discount the mortgage, you get huge equity. Some of the deals we've done with short sale, we actually netted over $150,000. Now, depending on what your lifestyle is, how lavish you want to live, you really don't need to do a ton of those. Now, compare that. While it takes more effort to do a short sale deal, believe me, it doesn't take, against a deal that makes $15,000, it doesn't take 10 times as much effort.
No, it does not.
Right.
Yeah.
And so
the short sale deals might be lengthy, but it's not a whole lot of more work involved.
Right.
It just
you
takes
just have
a
to
lot
wait.
longer.
Right. So the key we want to have you guys focus on this, because we talk to a lot of investors, they keep saying, well, I want to get 5 deals a month. So it's an issue kind of like assuming that more is better, and that's not necessarily the case. And this is not some Zen-like thing we're trying to emphasize you guys. It's just all numbers, right? Because we talked to a lot of folks who actually they'll actually get a deal and they'll say, I'll make 2,000 on this or 1,000. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, but the thing that we find out is that they're not doing the right marketing to attract the really deals with a really, really good equity.
Mm-hmm.
So we might have you guys consider is that instead of just doing, actually doing more deals, you might consider looking at the other aspect, which is doing more profitable deals. And that comes, of course, with knowledge and actually specialized training. Now, the third one is a little bit, you have to use it under the right condition, but it's also very powerful, and that is actually getting your customers to buy from you more frequently. Now, if you're selling to a homeowner, that's very tough to do because most homeowners typically buy a house every 5.
Just one house.
Right, every 5 or 7 years.
Yep.
Right. Now, here's the other group of people that you may not be aware of, and that's investors. Investors will buy, an active investor might buy 5, 10 properties from you in the same year. And so that's the other thing you may want to take a look at as well. So folks, it's not always about doing more deals, which is really something very important because a lot of you come to us and you say, well, I'm very busy and I don't say I could do 5 to 10 deals, in a certain time period or whatever. And we're here to tell you, you don't need to do 5, 10 deals right out of the gate. You just have to do one deal, one right deal.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And using our approach, it's you can get started very, very quickly. But the key, all I want to try and emphasize to you guys is don't feel like you have to have some It's not about the number of deals you do. At the end of the day, when you deposit the money in the bank, it's one of our mentors kids said, they don't sit down and have the bank president doesn't sit down and have a heart-to-heart conversation and say, well, how hard did you work on to get this money?
Yeah.
Oh, you work really hard, but let me give you 10% more premium on your money. That's not the case at all. It's all about getting results and knowing what is it you really want. This takes a little, takes a little bit of time to reflect about that. So for us, we don't really measure how many deals we do. We measure how much money goes up in the bank.
I actually used to look at how many deals I do, but not anymore. Once you, like Alex said, once you get the knowledge, and you are going to understand that definitely, that you really don't have to do lots of deals. You just find the good deals and do less, but make more
Net
money.
more, right?
Yep.
And this comes from the fact that real estate is one, it's 100% commission business, and two, when it's done properly, it's not about how many hours you work, it's about the value you bring to the table. If you look at a guy like Trump, he doesn't work, believe me, he doesn't work 50,000 times more than we do. He just understands the concept of leverage and the kind of deals he goes after nets him a ton more money.
Yep.
And so folks, this has been Alex and Rateb from the Go Coaching Club, and we want to have you guys again remember, it's not about always, to make more money, it's not always about doing more deals. It's about doing the right type of deals and also getting your customers to buy from you more frequently, okay?
And it's also not about working harder, it's about working smarter.
Right, as cliche as that sounds, it's very, very true, okay,
Yep.
folks? So definitely write that down, and we'll look forward to see you guys in the next video. This is Alex and Rateb from the Go Coaching Club signing off.